So it appears that I am live with you. I am going to go ahead and ensure that my screen is sharing with you. For those of you whom I have not met, I am Rita Stewart with Legacy Financial Wellness, which is a division of Five Rings Financial, and I'm happy to be with you this afternoon. I want to share with you, and hopefully you can see my screen by now. I want to share with you that I have a money story, and I feel like it's important that we take the time to share our story from time to time, particularly with the work that I'm doing here in the group Money Matters in Tea. So today I want to share a financial seed, and specifically as it relates to my money story. And ladies, I just invite you to truly just listen up and be open to what I'm about to share. So the question was asked, or has been asked, how have you managed to money matters with your partner? And first and foremost, trust is truly a big factor. And, I'm going to be a transparent here with you because I want you to understand and know that everyone has a money story. And there's no shame in that because as a result of your experiences with money, there's an opportunity for you to come alongside someone else and help them. So, and that's what we're here for. I'm here to help break down that wall, that barrier, so that we can begin to build up a legacy as it relates to our personal finances. So, first and foremost, trust is a big factor and it should be a given. However, money for many can be a very serious bone of contention, and I know we know this. We started with basically nothing, my husband and I, as we were married directly out of college, and everything was joint. It was fine for us. I paid the bills and we made investment decisions together. That's how we went about doing things. When we had a child, I stayed home for several years and we continued with the same process. And I eventually went back to work and we continued again with that process. Then I left corporate for seminary. And it was then that I became disengaged with our finances and my husband took over. There was the market crash and the mortgage bubble of 2008. And at the time, he was an independent mortgage broker. I still wasn't paying attention as money simply had never been an issue for us. And needless to say, he had to shut down his business. However, not before we began to experience financial strain. And I still missed it. I still missed it, ladies. And it wasn't until my daughter and I wanted to attend an extravagant event in a high cost of living city, all with all the frills, and was going to be held at the Ritz-Carlton. And his response was a flat out no. This was not his demeanor at all. Trust me on this. The tone was not a tone that I even myself was used to from him. And it was at that moment that I knew something was wrong. He didn't share with me that we were in trouble, basically trying to protect me. And I get that and I respect that. And I'm sure there was an element of pride. I mean, we all experienced that, and disappointment even. We were practically wiped out, except for what was left in my 401k. And at that point, we basically had to start over. And I thank God for that we did have that. Our daughter was going to be going to college soon. And I was on a part-time job with the church on staff there. and my salary was less than $20,000. Fortunately, though, we had no debt. We had our mortgage, we had our living expenses, insurances, things like that. You can imagine what it takes to recover when you're basically starting over from scratch in your 40s. Yes. I share all of this to say, ladies, trust had never been a factor for us with money. However, I chose to disengage. When we got in trouble, I simply was not paying attention. And while, yes, he could have spoken up and pulled me back in, he did not. And I don't blame him for that. I should have always been actively engaged in our finances. When kids come, ladies, stay engaged. As your careers ebb and flow, starting businesses, whatever the case may be, stay engaged. Today, our finances, thanks be to God, are healthy. He's semi-retired, and we have great flexibility and creative income streams at this point. And now we know what investment strategies to implement. And I attribute that to my works here with Five Rings Financial and some of the many of the insights that I share with you today. So are we there yet? Nope. There's always opportunity for growth. There's always opportunity for us to continue to build upon our financial legacy. However, we are working our plan, and that's what's important. Today we have a house account as well as separate accounts. We chat about, certain household purchases, mainly out of respect for each other's opinion and as a check on our overall financial goals to ensure that we stay aligned. Okay. So as you establish your goals, remain committed to the trust factor, map a solid financial strategy. It really is possible for money to not be an issue, ladies. But I implore you to stay engaged. So thank you so much for listening a little bit to my story. If you have any additional questions about anything that's shared here in Money Matters in Tea or in any of the other platforms where you see me share, then by all means, please reach out to me. Thank you for the ladies who have recently connected with me on this particular platform. I appreciate you and know that I'm here for you. You can find out more about what I do or how I can support you as it relates to your personal finances at Legacy Financial Wellness. And of course, you can reach out to me directly, message me. If there's anything I've said here in the comments that here on this segment that you can relate to, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. So there you have it. Thanks again so much, so much for listening and letting me know that you saw this. Give it a like or, thumbs up, whatever the case may be. And again, that's what I wanted to share with you today as relate it to planting seeds. I wanted to let you know that we all have an opportunity to continue to enhance our financial positions. Blessings to you, and thanks again for always being here.